First of all, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And the first question is about Mobile World Congress. What does SAS show to visitors?
Okay,
What do you do, actually?
What do we do? Good question. We are an analytics company, so we work with data, and telecom operators have a lot of data.
Yep.
An enormous amount of data. And we use that data to do all sorts of things. We work in the network domain, so they can improve the dimensioning and the planning of the network and the forecasting of the network, so the performance of the network is better. We work in the department of marketing and sales to help telcos sell more, cross-upsell to their customers, know their customers, what they're doing. We also help in the department of finance, risk management, fraud management, financial analytics, and we work in the department of operations like call center operations. So in all departments of a telco, we can help to help them improve better.
What is the most important thing about analytics and utilities for telecom sector?
The most important thing of analytics in those companies. Well, again, you have many dimensions, but I think the main dimension is that a telco or even a utility company, they collect a lot of data, and they have to build increasingly platforms to analyze their data in order to help their customers better, have better insights and better performance of their services. And in all these domains I just mentioned, we help both telecom operators as well as utility companies, analytics and data management.
When we start to use 5G, how will come different?
Okay, with 5G will, a number of operators are already starting with 5G. Issue is there are not yet all the handsets available, not all the network elements to support 5G are available, but a number of operators are now moving forwards with 5G. So I reckon that the first operators will have 5G available in 2-3 years' time. For instance, in Japan, the Japanese company entity has announced that by the Olympic Games 2020 they will use 5G. Also some other operators have announced that. So I reckon that will happen in a couple of years' time. IoT is already happening. So you see a number of telco operators are already investing a lot in IoT to have things connected. Cars, sensors in factories, and all these sensors will gather data which is then analyzed. And that's already happening.
Nowadays the popular thing is GDPR.
Yes.
And companies must be compliant by May 2018.
Yes.
And what will be affect telco company?
What it will mean that by the 25th of this year they have to be compliant with GDPR, and that will mean that, for instance, all the data a telecom operator has, and they have a lot of data on you and on me and on your readers, they will have to make sure that, for instance, that their customers know what sort of data they have. Secondly, that it is clear that they have the consent of their customers to use their data, and that they have the consent to use it for a particular purpose. So you can't just use data anymore as a telco. You really have to be really careful with the data, and you have to take care of all sorts of regulations, where you use it for, how long you can use it for, and for which customers.
And the last question is about your expectation. What is your expectation about 2018?
2018 will, like last year, but certainly this year again will be, I think, a very good year. And in terms of also the readers of your magazine, I think that they will see an increase in the use of data, data management and analytics for GDPR, but also for many other purposes. So I think the future is really bright for analytics.
Thank you very much again.
You're welcome.